Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, students. So in this video, we will learn about select join. So in this tutorial, we will learn about how to use MySQL join clause in select statement to query data from two table or more. So for general overview, what is join? Join is a method of linking data between one or more table based on values of the common column between the table. So in MySQL, it supports various kind of join, such as inner join, left join, right join, or cross join. And in this lecture, in this tutorial, we will learn about SQL select, specifically about aggregation function, and then having statement, group by statement, and then join and select for multiple table. For aggregation function, we already learned about it last week. So aggregate function is perform a calculation in a set of values and a return in a single value. It consists of some statements such as average, count, sum, minimum, maximum, and another function. But this function mostly used in MySQL select. So for example, if we want to sum or we want to calculate about average, we use average function, AVG function. So this function specially for calculating the average values of a set of values. For example, we must write it like this. So select and then average, and then it is attribute name and from, and this one is table name. So after select, we should use this function. So we put it between select and from, this one. So it is for this function, we want to calculate average age from student table. And then count. So the function count is to return the number of the rows in a table. So the function count, we can write it with these two examples. For the first example, we use star. So select count star from student. It means it will calculate the total number of students in table student. And then in the second statement, it use count address. This one is the attribute name. So you can put any attribute name inside this bracket. So it will count the various kind of address from student table. And the other one is sum. So sum, it represents the sum of a set of value. So select sum and then age from student. So it will give us result about the summary of age of this student. Another aggregate function is maximum. Maximum functional max return the maximum values in a set of values. So it will give the maximum age from student. We can use max like this. And the other one is minimum. We use minimum. So it will return the minimum value in the set of values. So it gives the reverse result from maximum. So the source is the statement format is select, minimum, and then attribute name, from, and then table name. Another one is group by. So group by is clustering result query based on different group. So for this example, it group by, it grouping the selection by major. So for this example, I want to select major, and then I want to count all the data, all the rows in student table, and then I want to group it by major here. So in this result, you can see there is so many major, various kind of major from BBNB, BCB, and until stat. And then this one is the count of the students which are in which major that student is. Okay. And then having. The having clause is used to select statement to specify filter condition for a group of rows or aggregates. So I already explained about having group by in the last weeks. So in this week, I just want to explain it again, or I just want to give big review about this statement. So the having clause is often used with group by clause. It is the function of this statement is filtering group based on specific conditions. So this is for filtering group. If the group by clause is committed, then having clause behaves like the word clause. So this having behave like word clause. For this sample, select major count as total from student group by major. We put having after group by first, and then we put having statement. So for your information, in this lecture I will divide it into two parts. First part is this, all about our presentation that already the file I already shared it in your learning management system, and another part is the example of each statement, just like our presentation last week. So we have one study, or we have one primary presentation like this, and then another part of video is it will show you about some example for SQL select or anything about this material subject. And then we will learn about join. So join is used to combine table. So minimum table is, we use it is 2 table. So there are so many types of join, such as cross join, inner join, and outer join. So for a cross join, it returns out pairs of rows from the 2 tables, and in inner join, it's return a pair of rows that satisfying a condition. So in inner join, it will return some pair of rows in both tables that's satisfying a condition inside it. So this one is the example of the illustration of square join. So we have left join. You can take a more detail in this red color of this circle, the circle that has the red color here. So this one is left join, and this one is right join. So the data is selecting it in this red color. So for example, we have 2 tables, table A and table B. The data or the select result with left join, it will just show us the data in this red part. For example, in this left join, so it just show us the left circle of this total data. And the other one is inner join. So this one you can see the source, and another one is left join, where the pay key is null. So you can see there is some condition that satisfying the result. Okay, and then another one is full outer join here, full outer join. So it selects all the join. It is like union source or union statement or union syntax, and then this one is full outer join, but one of the primary key in a both table is null, so they just select this part of this statement. Okay, and then for example this one is cross join. Cross join makes a Cartesian product of rows from multiple tables. So for example, we suppose this join, we want to join two table. We have table T1 and we have table T2. We're using cross join, so we can see the result of the combination of both table from table T1 and then table T2. We use this syntax, select T1 ID and T2 ID from table T1, and then we cross join it with table T2. We have two tables, we just selecting their ID, and then we try to do cross join. So in cross join, for example, this one is table T1, and this one is T2, and it is their ID attribute. If you use cross join, this one is attribute name, this one is attribute name, and this one is table name. You must use this cross join. So how they select it? They select it by combine it one by one. T1 ID number 1, they combine it with T2 ID A, and then one combine it again with ID B, one combine it again with ID C. So you can see this. And then the other one is 2, we combine it with A, B, and C. So you can see this. And this 3 is we just need to combine it with this, all of this. So you can see this. Okay, if you use cross join, so the table or how this statement work is like this. For example, another example, this one. Select start from student cross join enrollment. We have two tables, student table with attribute ID and name, and we have another table, enrollment table with attribute ID and code. So if we use cross join between these two tables, we cross join it, so we use this. We want to select ID and then name, ID, and then code. Because we cross join it, we mix it all. So ID 123 John, combine it with 123 DBA. 123 John, combine it with 124 PRG, 124 DBJs, and 126 PRG. If you can see this one, 123 until another. Or for example, in this case, 123 this one. So they combine it like this: 123 ID with 123, 123, 1, 2, and 4 with this, 1, 2, and 5 with this, 1, 2, and 6 with this. You can see this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, and they combine it with John, maybe this one, and they combine it with this 1, 2, 3, all with DBS. And then another step is they will combine it with this part. So 1, 2, foreign Mary, 1, 2, 3 John with this, 1, 2, 4 Mary with this, like that, one by one, all they combine it. If we use cross join, the result will be like that. Will be like that, and this statement works in this way. And the next is inner join. You can see the difference between inner join and the cross join. If we use inner join, for example, same like our example before, we have two tables which are in table A. We have ID here, and in table 2 we have ID. So we will try to inner join. We select all fields in table A, inner join with table B on condition, where condition is like this. Where condition is, for example, this one is the texture is like this. You can see the texture. So in inner join, it creates a result set by combining column values of the join table based on the join predicate, or based on the selection, or based on requirement. In this one, is requirement is the same shape. We have ID. This one is T1 ID, like before. This one is T1, and this one is D2. But for this example, we have texture, or we have pattern here. We have this pattern 1. This one is pattern 2, and this one, the other one is pattern 3. We can see the difference in here. We have pattern 2, we have pattern 3, because this one is different with, because this is different with this. So we have this pattern. In inner join, we can combine it just the specific or same pattern or same requirement, or in this case is pattern. So the result is just this. We eliminate here not result because they have no other result in here. So we just need to get this one. So the result, if we use inner join, we just use it. In diagram frame, for example, this one is T1 and this one is T2. We just get this. You can see this one is pattern 2 and pattern 3. And we have pattern 4 here, and we have pattern 1 here. Okay, that's the point. Okay, next. This one is an example of inner join. Another example. So if you can see, we try to inner join from two tables, student and enrollment, and we inner join it. The recurrence is this one, ID. So we can see, you can compare which IDs give the same ID between these two tables. For example, in this table, we just have ID 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 6 that has same result. Okay, so it just gives that result. If you see 1, 2, 3, this, and then 1, 2, 4 here, and we have here 1, 2, 4 again, 1, 2, 5 we don't have it, and 1, 2, 6 is. So you can see the result is 1, 2, 3. If the ID is 1, 2, 3, it will combine it with 1, 2, 3 Jones and 1, 2, 3 DBS. But if the ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, it gives two results, 1, 2, 4 PRG and 1, 2, 4 TBS. This one and 1, 2, 4 maybe TBS. So we have 2, 1, 2, 4 here. And another one is 1, 2, 5. We don't have ID 1, 2, 5 in this, so we should skip this. We don't write it in the result. And another one is 1, 2, 6 James. So 1, 2, 6 paired with this 1, 2, 6 PRG. Okay. So if we use inner join, once again, this one. And the statement in join is the same as statement in where condition. So you can see there is two types of how to write a statement and how to give the same result but with different statement select. For example, if we use inner join, the template or the format is like this. It is same like we use the where condition with this condition. And for example, this one is using inner join, using column, and this is to give the same result if we use selection with where condition and else. And then the next is left join. In the left join, it returns all rows in the left table, including rows that satisfy join predicate and rows that don't. So for the rows that do not match the join predicate, it will give no result in the result set. So for example, in this slide, this one is the statement format. So we use select and then table name. For example, we have two tables here, table 1 or T1 and table 2 or T2. And we select one attribute like our before example, the attribute is ID from T1. We try to left join it within T2 on a pattern. So we have pattern condition T1 where the T1 pattern equals with T2 pattern. So you can see it will give the result that the left join, it will give the result this one. This one is the left table. So this result will appear. And this one is the right table. They will combine it that where the table or where the pattern is equal. The pattern in table 1 with ID 2 is equal with the pattern in table 2 with ID A. So 2 with A. And the pattern in table 1 with ID 3 is equal with pattern in table 2 with ID C. Or sorry, with ID B. So it gives 3 and B. And then we can give it 1 is not equal with any pattern or with any square in this table. So it gives null result. And then we C is not appear because we use left join. So this one is not appear. We just the data in the result side just give result with all the data in the table 1 or in the left table 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And it is the right join. Right join is similar with left join except that the treatment of table is reversed. So it gives the first treatment. If the left join, it will give all the left table results here. But in the right join, all the results will be in the left right side. So you can see all the result here, same, equal. But the null result, something that in a table 1 that not equal in table 2, it will give no result. It will show in left table, in this case in table 1 here. Okay, so it is just the difference. This one is left, the null is here, and other one is right, the null is here. But all the data from the right table will appear in the right join. How to write the syntax, how to write it, the format or the statement is same, like left join, we just need to change it into right, and the result will different like this. And this one is this time lecture assignment. You must make a database, company database that consists of department table, project table, and then job table, employee, and then family table here. So we have 5 tables. You should make these 5 tables, and then you should answer this question. Question number 1 is how they ask you to create a query using join concept to solve the problem and produce the following output. The table or the structure is here before this here. Okay, so if you can see the relationship between department and employee table. So the relationship is here. Okay, this one is foreign key. And then if you can see the project table, it will here too. And here connected with this. Sorry. Okay, just try to connect it all. Okay. Just create this table and create this database and answer this question. So the first question is how show the name of the department that has the youngest employee, including the employee name and date birth. So for this example, we must select from table department, and we must select from table employee. So we must select name department from table department here, name department, and we must select name of employee from table employee, and birth date from table employee. We should use select, and we must combine it with join statement, and then in join statement you must create about how to get the youngest employee. Okay, and the second task is how to show the name of department and the number of employees that working for each department. So in this case, you can select it from 2 tables, from table department and table employee, and you can use aggregate function, which are count function, to get the total of employees that work in each department. And the last is show all information about the project and which department that project is working on. So you should select table from table department, and then you should select from project table, and then you will select this on attribute. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you very much. If you have any question, don't hesitate to contact me and ask about what's your problem. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.